Okay, guys, back again. I have some issues with this. Okay, so let me show you something. Okay, I deleted the other one, so let me just add a new one or a couple new ones. Just file. Okay, just pick a good one. Mm -mm -mm. So what we're going to do now, we're going to check how to just remove the stuff that is update and the remove button from the um, post if the user is not equals or the user that created that is not equals to the user that is looking at it. So that is what we're going to do now. Let me just pick another one. Let's get this one too. Great. Okay, so let's just go back to home. Okay, you can see we have few ones there. So let's pick this one. It's a freaking fly flying around. So okay, you can see we have this. So we will need to change our account. Logout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Submit. Yeah. And let me just add a new one with this one. Create new. Let's say something like that. Just file. Let's choose one. Let's create a new one with that. Create and just one because as you can see, we have the difference in the you can see the difference in the emails. That is the user that created those ones, okay? And we should be only able to see the edit post and all this information, okay, all this square, if we have the user that created that, okay? If we are the user that created that. But at this point, you can see that we can see the stuff there. So after checking all this, I found that there was a mistake. First of all, we need to uncomment this local user inside our index.js to be able to use the stuff that we have inside our storage. Okay, and I do that one. And there's a mistake here. Remember that this is book and it works with indentation. So we just need to move. Okay, let me just save this one and show you that the locals is not going to work right now because, as I said, we need to move the stuff inside the book file. So I refresh and we can still see this one. Okay, but what happens if I go back to the code and just grab all this because that is a big block and move it with a tap. Let's refresh and you can see I cannot see the edit and the other stuff. And if I go back here, I do see them because this is my user and it's matching the user that we have. Okay, that's some simple stuff that we are checking. So let's see, inspect. Didn't want to make that. And you can see we have this div with only the information and we don't have anything else, right? Let's just go back. It's this one. And you can see we have the div with information, we have a break, and we have all the data. So like that, the data is not going to be rendered. You can see. So we don't have to worry about, I don't know, someone maybe scrapping and getting the info and being able to see the stuff. So that is not going to be loaded, rendered inside the page. So that's a great thing. Okay, what we need to do now, let's actually try to just finish the handler. So let me just logout, and home. Okay. And you can see, since we don't have a user, we cannot see that one, and we shouldn't be able to see this one. Okay. And you can see the users cannot see the edit and remove. Now, we need to see if we're able to handle the authentication. So let's just go back and do that. This is the token handler. So right now we're just allowing everything to pass by or to pass through without checking if we have a token. Okay. So let me just show you something. I think it's post create. Well, I do have the freaking routes. I don't know. I don't know why I'm guessing what I have. If I do have my routes here, that's a controller. No. Where are my routes? Where are my routes? There we are. Create. Okay. We can go here. We can say post 12. We can see that. And what is the edit? We can close that one. What is the edit? Post edit and the ID. Okay, that is a okay, I do only have the token middleware inside the create, so let's just try that one. So we should be able to create if we are not logged in, right? Even though, well, we aren't even loading that list inside the navigation. So we shouldn't be able to go here, and let's just go back and inside, or let's just close this one. The index is already set. Let's just go back. Okay, we already saw this one. Okay, my mind just went blank right now. Sorry. What the frick I need to do? Oh, no promise handler, token handler. So we have a middleware. In order to, let's just pin this one. Okay, and let's just go to routes again, routes.js. Okay, in order to use the middleware, we need to set a middleware. In this case, I just added a folder, added the file token handler.js. Is this one, okay? We're just exporting the module using modular exports, and we're just grabbing that inside the routes, okay? And plug them in as the second parameter, okay, inside this .get function or method from the router. So this will trigger before we move to the next stuff. Okay, I think I explained that before, but just in case. So what we need to do here, we need to check if we have the JSON Web Token and to check if we have the data inside the storage. So we're going to do this. We're going to require the storage and the JSON Web Token. Okay. Then we're going to say, we're just going to delete this one. And we're going to say if storage that state that token is equals to an empty string, we're going to say JSON Web Token, since we already have that required, and we need to verify. Okay. In order to verify, we need to pass the storage that state that token. Okay. Remember that that is stored inside our handy storage. We need to match the super secret password. You can use this inside an environment variable. We're just showing you how to do it like this. So this is not the correct stuff. Okay, you need to save that inside the environmental variable and decode it. Okay, so we're going to check or receive an error and a decoded value. So we're going to check if error. If we have an error and we are not able to verify this, then it means that the token is out. Okay, the token is not valid anymore. And we're going to say response that redirect to auth login. Okay, we're just going to tell the user to log in back again. But we can do something here. We can also refresh the token if we want to refresh that. If you want to do that. Right now, I'm just going to tell the user or redirect the user there to the out login. Else, we're going to say response that, return next. Okay. This returning next or return next is going to send us to the route that we want to go. Okay. It's going to verify. So JWT is going to verify using the information. Okay. And we can get the decoded value here. We don't need that at this point, but you can use that. The decoded value is the information inside the token. If you want to check if the token is admin, guest, or something, then you can just get that. Okay. And you will need to pass the clauses, of course, inside the token when you create that. So, but yeah, you can do all that here inside this middleware. I mean, yeah, if we get an error, it means that the token wasn't able to be verified, and we can just refresh or just tell the user to log in back again. And this is it. Okay. Else here we add another else and say response. It's not there. Sorry, it's this one. Else. Then why the hell? Okay, because it's this one. Else response that redirect again to the out login. Okay, so again, every time we go to the route, to this create route, the get and post, we're going to verify if we have a token. If we do have a token stored in the storage, then we're going to grab that, use the password to verify if that is a correct token. Then, if we don't have a correct token, we can redirect the user to the out login, so he or she can log in. And we can also try to validate, to refresh the token again. And if we are able to verify the token, we're just going to let the user to move through the application. And if it happens that this storage state token is equals to an empty string, then we're going to redirect the user to the out login. Okay, so let's save this one. And let's refresh. You can see we're just redirected to the out login. Okay, so we are not able to go to create or to send a create if we don't have the token. We cannot make a get request or a post request because we require the token, and if that is not present, we're not able to do it. Okay, so I hope you understood that, because sorry, it's been a while since I recorded anything except for the last video. So I'm still kind of green with all this, guys. Sorry about that. In case you didn't understand what the hell is going on here, just give me a second. Oh no, it's just that I thought I received something about work, but seems not. So okay, that's cool. And yeah, this is the only thing we require in order to avoid people going to where they don't need to be. Okay, and let's just log in. And we don't have a dashboard, but that doesn't have much. But I think we can just deal with that. Some simple things and maybe just some hints that you will need in order to, whatever you need to do here. But I think we will do that in the next video. So yeah, after that, I think the application should be pretty much done, except for the express. Forgot the freaking name of the module, but I mean the changes to the storage, to change the storage, sorry, to the express module that we need to use. So that is the only thing left, and I will do that when I have the chance. But I think we will check the dashboard in a bit. So I don't think that's too much. So we can just finish with this, and you have the basics of how to do all this API. Well, not API, although we can just change all this into an API later. But I do have a video about MERN and MinStack in the channel where I show you how to do that. So yeah, I think that is all except for the dashboard. So we're going to check the dashboard in the next one.